Hello, we are the Scheels Capstone project team, and our task was to build them a floor coverage manager app. This app would help managers at Scheels stores track who was absent on any given day. Scheels stores need to provide sales floor coverage based on customer traffic. This means they need to know when employees are missing and why. Currently, Scheels managers use a paper card to show them who is working that day, and if someone hasn't shown up, they basically have to go around the store and ask around about them. What we were asked to build is an app that would run on a manager's device to show who was absent that day so they wouldn't have to run around asking where specific employees are. What we built for them was a full stack application that would make use of a .NET Core and PostgreSQL backend with a React.js front end. To start, we were given sample tables with mock data for what store and employee data should look like. In the first half of the semester, or Dev Phase 1, we started by finding use cases and created UML diagrams to plan out our app. Our main goal by the end of the first dev phase was to have the database tables complete and then the API hooked up and working with them, with all the endpoints necessary. We were successful in reaching those two goals, which brings us into dev phase 2. For this phase, we started by creating wireframe mockups, how the site should look. From there, we used React to create the necessary web pages and add all the functionality we needed to the app. Now we'll move on to a demo of the app. Alright, so here's the app running on my local machine. When we start, the employee will just have to enter their ID, and then when they hit login, it will bring them to the current floor coverage page. From here, this is where you could see who's absent on that date. So today is the 28th, and as you can see, it shows that 2 people are missing. It shows their name, the reason that they're gone, comment on it, and then their department. Over here, we have an edit window where we can change any of the reason, comment, or date, and also view the actual dates that they are gone. If we look at this from a point of view of somebody just called in, what would happen is the HR representative or whoever received the call would come here. They would go to report an absence, where they would select the employee from the dropdown. So we'll say I'm gone on the 28th, just that day, and say I am out sick that day. And then they can say they called in with the flu. And then they can report that absence. It'll show them that it's submitted successfully. And then back on the floor coverage page, it shows that that person is absent that day now. If we look back on this page, we can see the reasons are given here. These are reason codes. These are something they wanted to be able to change on the fly. So what we did is we added a tab down here, which would allow you to add new reasons to this. So we can say something, test reason. Submit, and adds it to the list, and then if we go back here, we can see test reasons now on our list. And one more thing, if we go back to the current floor coverage page, here we can change the date. So if we want to look forward one day, like the 29th, we can see that this guy's gone tomorrow on vacation still. Since he was gone for 2 days, we can see it on the date here. So he shows up gone tomorrow too. And that covers the presentation of the app.